unironic that the only people who make references to Gamergate were the people who started Gamergate and made the entire thing up, the feminist and the left. Because anybody right of communism is like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I say that because of what's listed in this fucking article from the BBC and how Korean gaming companies are just starting to fire feminists, taking the space back and making games good again. It's actually kind of funny, kind of based Korean takes here. So, quick gist of what's going on. Gaming companies and studios are starting to just outright fire feminists because of what they're doing to video games, the cancer they're causing in this entire sphere. And Western media is just coping and making up absolute falsities of what's going on. I mean, it's funny, and I'm glad to see it happen. So here we go with what the BBC is reporting on. South Korea gaming, how a t-shirt cost an actress her job. Except that's not what actually happened. But of course, the first paragraph, in bold, the Gamergate controversy roiled the world over video games has hit a new level. The name was coined as a row over whether Western gamers were mostly male and anti-woman. Now, none of them actually were. They invited these women who said they were interested in gaming and in tech in with open arms. And the women turned around and burned them and chased these dudes down and harassed them until a bunch of them offed themselves. They're no longer on this planet. And after they did that, the women were like, yeah, we made the whole thing up. Tee-hee. Yeah, fuck these women. Now a similar row is rocking South Korea, arguably the country with the strongest culture of gaming in the world. As the BBC's Steve Evans reports from Seoul, it all started with a slogan on a t-shirt. No, it didn't. And here's my fucking proof. Nexon, Kakao Games accused of using feminist hand gestures in promotional videos. Not accused. But we'll read this one because this one actually covers what's actually going on for most of it. Nexon, Kakao Games, and other game companies were criticized heavily over the weekend when a hand gesture associated with a defunct radical feminist community was spotted in promotional videos for their games. Not if they're in there. They're literally in there. They show up for these rallies. These people work for them. This is what they're actually doing. But it actually gives you more detail. As the controversy spreads online, the companies removed the videos that they said have been produced by an outsourced company and apologized for failing to review the videos thoroughly, according to industry officials on Monday. The situation escalated after users spotted the hand gestures in other videos produced by Studio Puri, including videos on Nexon and other popular games such as Dungeon Fighters Online, Blue Archives, Kakao Games, Eternal Return, and Smilegate's Epic 7. The characters in the videos were seen making hand gestures using a thumb and index finger, which is associated with the online feminist community, Megalia, to mock specific body parts of Korean men. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I thought this article had the pictures. Did it update between when I pulled them? I think it did. Hold on. I'll get the sources. I'll get the actual pictures. 1 second here. So here's the tweet, there's the person, and here we go with all the pictures of them doing it. This one looks innocuous. I'll give that one a pass. That one's more obvious. Here's another one. There's no reason for her to be making that sign in that pose. Same thing with this one. Here we go with the Blue Archive one. Like, the hand is completely in the wrong position. Like, this is purposely put in to be this way. This is literally it. Like, the hand comes up and makes the sign. There it is again and again and again. You can see how many of these things are there. And there was more to this article. Where did it go? Hold on. Let me go find another one. Let me find another one because I will find it because the internet is forever. All right, here we go. Okay, so here we go with the man hating. Fuck off. The problem with the slogan is associated with a feminist group in South Korea called Megalia, which campaigns against the misogyny which it, usually anonymous, members say pervades Korean life. Yeah, they're not anonymous. They're fucking loud about it. That's why they get fired. The t-shirt was being sold by Megalia to finance lawsuits brought by women against men they allege had ill-treated them. The logo is taken by some men as Megalians as a derogatory and deliberately provocative reference to the size of Korean men's things. Pigs. Megalian says the slogan was meant to decry a male idea that women needed men to protect and support them. You absolutely do. If North Korea invades your fucking country, you're going to be crying and begging for the men to step up. They argue that Korean women really need is respect and equality. Things they say are in short supply. Shut the fuck up. The first thing that happens when something goes bad in your life is you run to fucking men. The problem is your life has gotten too good and you don't fucking realize it. One Megalia activist involved, Alex Song, told the BBC that a demonstration was organized against the sacking of the actress. A protest initially of 100 grew to 300 women. That's all you can muster? Okay. But some men had held a counter demonstration. She said she felt heavily intimidated. Some men took pictures of protesters. Some feminists were called pigs. Based. Holy shit. South Korean feminists say it illustrates a wider problem. Yeah, that you're relying on feminism. That's the problem. Fuck. They don't understand. The men invite them in because they say they're interested. Then the women come in and say, we need to make this more female. That means you weren't actually interested. That means your entire reason for being here was to change everything. They wanted you there because they thought you enjoyed what was there. They thought you enjoyed the original content. When you come in and change things, it'd be like me going into some woman's house with all her live, love, laugh signs and being like, nah, you got to take that shit down, fam. No, we got to change this. We got to add some PlayStations, we got to add some Xboxes, we got to put some LEDs in, we got to get rid of these shitty paintings. What the hell is this coffee table? Why is it get rid of all the fake fruit? You women lose your goddamn mind. Oh, so here they go. BBC's coping. South Korea is a very traditional society which is changing rapidly. It has moved from a dirt-poor agricultural country to one of the most prosperous industrial societies in a few decades, a process which took Europe more than a century. Well, yeah, we moved in and saved their ass from China and North Korea and the dirty fucking commies and gave them everything. And this is one of the things I lean more. I don't know if it's necessarily left or right because I don't really see anybody saying it. We should not give what we have procured over hundreds of years of industrialization to countries that haven't had it, because this is what comes of it. They come and they're like, well, you owe us more. You owe us more. You owe us more. Like, no, we don't owe you shit. You're lucky we gave you what we gave you. Like, a country that doesn't even have bricks shouldn't be given steel buildings. They don't understand it. They don't understand the worth. They don't understand what it took to get there. One Megalian said she had direct experience of a recruitment company insisting that a translator for a conference be pretty based. The recruiter had insisted on a full body photograph with height and weight dimensions entailed. Based. Fucking based. Like, God, yes. Like, appearances matter. Like, no woman is going to hire a fat fucking 400-pound man to present a fucking anything. They're going to be like, no, they're going to hire that 6-foot-tall dude that's ripped as shit, in shape, that looks good in suits to do whatever the fuck they need. That's the reality of it. And that's why it's not about female equality. It never has been. It's always about female ruling. And anybody who does any sort of research into any sort of history realizes as soon as a woman comes into power, bad men move in very quickly and make sure they own everything after that. Women empowerment can only exist because men make it safe for them. But they don't understand that. They think nothing bad will happen to them, but then complain about how they're scared of bad things happening. Well, congratulations. You're not a man. You rely on men to protect you. Fucking Christ. These weird-ass fucking women that over-sexualize. You know what? Fuck the rest of this article. It doesn't matter. What really matters is South Korea is getting kind of fucking based, and I absolutely love it. And they're still based in a lot of aspects. These women who do this shit absolutely deserve to be fired and not have a fucking job anywhere. And it's kind of the same thing. I've said it in multiple videos. You can go check. I did an entire live stream about it. As much as I rag on these feminists, I do rag on these fucking red pill, be a giga chad, don't fucking do a thing for women, use them and abuse them, red pill movement bullshit. Because they're the exact opposite. And granted, they're going to even it out. But it's going to take decades to do that because these women have been brainwashed for decades. So yes, it is going to require, as much as I want to bitch about it now, require men to act like them, to even it out and bring it back to the center. And that's the reality of it. And because these men are going to be complete assholes and do everything they can to shit on women, it's gonna bring a median. And I'm okay with that. So any of these feminists who get fired for doing this shit and shitting on men, rounds of fucking applause. Fucking fired. Do it. Because they were okay with firing men over the slightest thing, for saying hello too nicely. So you know what? Fire them all. Good. All right, my rant's over. Guys, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section. The last time I played a Nexon game, it was kind of shit. I kind of just gave up on playing anything. I think Cacao owns or did own, what was it? Black Pearl? What the fuck was the name of the game? Fuck, I don't remember now. Anyways, I want to hear your thoughts on everything going on with this, because obviously I'm very pro firing these fucking feminists. But maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, maybe you have a valid comment other than you're a bigot. If you do, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If it's going to be you're a misogynist and a bigot, you obviously don't watch my content, you obviously haven't watched my live streams, and you obviously don't know what I'm doing, so you can go fuck yourself. But guys, while you're there, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this one out, because I just think it's fucking funny. But until the next one, be easy like sleazy.